Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a tour of my home studio. It's a space that I work, it's a space that I bring clients and film my videos for you. And if you're not subscribed already, please click that button, like this video and comment below. This is the place for you if you are a beauty addict. I'm a makeup artist of 16 years and I share all my tips and tricks with you. So, shall we go in? Whoa. This is the studio door, which I really love, and the inspiration of this actually came from my other studio door, which I'll show you in a second. Here is my old brush belt and many backstage passes from London Fashion Week as well. Just so cute little reminders. So the inspiration from this store came from this store behind me, which I stripped and was my original beauty room, and I upgraded, and I loved seeing all the different layers of paint and the colours that have been in past times. Let's carry on. Let's go in, shall we? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah, this is my beauty room. So let me pan up. So I'll just give you a quick pan of the room so you can see. I mean, it's naturally a bit messy because it is an actual working studio, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to tidy it to the absolute nth degree because it's not real, and you know I like to keep it real. So this is where I film. Hello, it's me. This is the other side of the room. And that's my other mirror, and this is kind of a bit more storage. So I'm going to talk you through the room now. So my style, I'd describe it as, I don't know how you'd describe it, to be honest. It's eclectic, it's inspiring, it's quite clean. I like quite a serene space to work in, hence a lot of the white. And I like a lot of vintage things as well. Like I've got a lot of like vintage milking stools, which I absolutely love that one. That's a Chinese one I adore. The shop that I got all these stools from actually is no longer around, so I can't tell you where I got them from, but a lot of my vintage things, and this is probably actually one of my most favourite vintage pieces in the room, which is a parasol which I cut. This is from my friend Hayley's shop called Vintage, so if you're in the Somerset area you must visit. So this is the most beautiful decadent design on there. Peonies, my absolute favourite, and I'm just obsessed with it. So repurposed it as a beautiful light feature. Obviously it's not that functional, it doesn't give a lot of light, but it's beautiful. And then what I love is my black ceilings. This light idea and the black ceiling was inspired by my friend Laura, who's This Ritual on Instagram. Check her out, she has the most amazing interior kind of brain wizard child, and what this actually does is it makes the room look much taller than it is. So this room had, this time last year, had, what's that stuff, Artec on it, spiky Artec in white, and it was very ugly. So we smoothed it all out during the last lockdown and we added this coving detail. So can you believe that is all polystyrene? But can you see, we live in such an old house, how wonky it is. Like, there's like a massive fill there. I'm sure professionals would have done a really good job, but I think Chris and I did a really good job anyway. Where should we go now? So this is also another piece of vintage lace. I love, oh, I can see a little cat there. Hi Maggie! So this is a beautiful piece of vintage lace. I love it. Also from Vintage. It's just so dreamy and just, you know, I face a school and a main road, so it's just nice to have something to break up the view a little bit. But you know, I do get some trees and whatnot. Yeah, so this is my desk. So this is what I see when I'm talking to you normally. Should we sit down and have a little see me? Hi! So this is where I do all my filming. This is a GLAMCOR light. Let me turn her on. There we go. I normally have it on a different setting, but that's what I normally look at when I'm filming. And this desk is normally covered in makeup products. So when I bring clients here, I have my makeup station set up here, or when I'm filming, I've got all my makeup here. And just when I'm doing general admin, like emails and stuff, like, you know, I've always got my phone charger and my laptop cable there. And little Maggie. Agnes, you gonna say hi? Is that now, mate? Not today, Mum. Anyway, this is the beginning of kind of my makeup storage. So I bought this recently on Amazon. I freaking love it. I think I could do with getting another one, to be honest. So that predominantly is skincare. These are things that I can use day to day and rotate on using just based on what my skin is doing. I still haven't found or had the budget to quite complete this room in terms of storage and having it in a way I really like, because I'm really particular and / scared about getting it wrong. I've got a little makeup there, a makeup bag even. This, let me move this pot out of the way so you can see it. That was a collaboration between Beauty Banks and Cher Webb. Cher Webb is an amazing, talented makeup artist who I used to work with at MAC, and all that went to charity. My friend actually got that for me, very sweet and kind of her. And in there, I've got lots of new products that I need to test out because I like to keep things really, really super organised. So that's how I roll. Here are some bits that I just need to organise. So I like to keep things in trays so I know where I'm going. So sometimes when I do my makeup, I pop my makeup in a little tray so I've got it all ready, like to know what to pop in captions and all that kind of stuff. So I've got some bits to go in a palette and whatnot because, you know, I am a professional makeup artist. And so this room for me is all really about the good vibes, and I do love the crystals. So you've got amethyst, rose quartz, no, not rose quartz, clear quartz, and that's another kind of quartz as well. So I like those here. This is a little egg dish that I can just pop alcohol or anything I need to clean stuff in. Then I've just got products that kind of don't fit in. Got a fragrance there. My Chanel bronzer that I love. Right, you may have noticed quite a few post-it notes. I mean, I normally have them dangling off these lights as well. I'm obsessed with post-it notes. I forget everything. Annie, you will totally understand. So I love a post-it note. So these are my kind of working, look at that. Everything's organised in sections within my book. And then this is my diary as well. This is from Papier. I bloody love the print. It's a Dempsey and Dempsey collaboration. I'd love to own a pair of PJs by them one day. One day, babes, one day. So this desk is an Ikea desk. It's just a trestle table. It's a large one. It's a white one. You know, it's relatively affordable. You know, you could opt to get a really bougie desktop, or you could change it. You know, I've had this for about 4 or 5 years, and you know, there's a bit of wear and tear, but doesn't really bother me. So down here I've got another basket of products, which I what's that about? Products that I need to test and try out. So a lot of skincare. Got my printer neatly tucked in here. I am looking for a better storage solution here. I think putting some shelves in here would be better use of space because there's such dead space. But that's another story, isn't it? Right, and on here I've got like back to Max and some other storagey bits and makeup to try. More post-it notes. A clock which is completely telling the wrong time. Then I've got these 2 wheelie trolleys from Ikea. This is a smaller one and this is a larger one. I love both of them. Obviously the smaller one fits under the desk. I could raise the desk height to fit those bits too, but I don't think I'd be able to work really efficiently at that. Here we have, I'll try and find the names of these and pop these below. So what I like about this is I can wheel it out and everything's kind of organised. I know it's on the messy side of organised, but I know where everything is. So here it's like all cream, blushes, bronzers, that kind of thing, setting powders. So each section is really categorised into certain products. Then here I've got kind of like vegan products, and then some powder, and at the bottom I have kind of like high street products, like affordable beauty. When I know I'm doing content, I'm kind of really organised with knowing what I'm doing, and then I just love that these come to you like, whee! Here, see, I have another post-it note in there which tells me these are all lip products, so these are organised into colour ways, so I know where stuff is. Again, I need to sort a bit more of this out. I've kind of outgrown this and maybe need another one. Then I've got pots of mascaras, got 2 pots of mascaras, eye product, eyeliners, that kind of thing. Then I've got individual palettes, like small palettes here, and individual figgies, eyeshadows there as well. And then, yeah, a load of stuff. I mean, again, it does need a bit more sorting out because it is getting a bit wild, wild west. So I picked these up in B&M recently, these storage things. I've got 2 of them. I've got a long one like this and the slightly smaller one, which I think is behind. And so these are all my complexion products that I use kind of day-to-day, foundations basically. Then in here, what I like about this one, the bigger one versus the small one, is that they can fit like pots of brushes in, which is super handy. Love, love, love. You can fit really tall items, so like hair products would work really nicely. You've got real options, and I've got concealers at the back, I think in some Muji pots. Yeah, there, oopsie. And then that happens, stuff falls out because it's too full. And then on the bottom here, I've got a load of cream eyeshadows, like individual Stila ones. I love these Stila ones, they're flipping amazing. And then I've got some individual, what's it called, eyeshadow palettes as well. So that's everything in those bits there. I always have Q-tips and cotton buds there, and I've got these kind of eco ones as well, depending on kind of the thing on vibe I'm doing. Then I've got tissues to hand, and I try and use microfiber towels as well. I actually normally have a towel laid out here, especially when I'm doing makeup. And I also have a magnifying mirror. Ooh-wee. So let's pan to the other side of the room. So this is where you see a lot of my setups, my pictures. I am obsessed with my little mirror. And I don't know if you remember, I had a giant mirror ball here. You can see the old stand. It came down to about there. It was huge. It was like that big. In that kind of crazy perspective, and I love it. And basically my friend from Lark Vintage, Hayley, lent it to me for my boots video shoot, and then I had to give it back because she sold it. So I'm looking for another one, so if anyone knows of a huge giant one, please let me know because I need it in my life. But these are like original vintage ones from like discos and clubs and whatnot. So I always have a flower arrangement going. I love flowers, they make me so happy. Got some sunflowers the other day, and I got a little cute situation like copper fairy lights. I've had to take the plug out because I think I pinched the plug off something of Chris's a while back. Then I've got bits here. So this print was from Shepton Mallet Flea Market. It's really cute. It's a lipstick campaign, obviously, Trust Lipstick Complexion and Powder. And then here, you know, I've just got a few bits and bobs, like little trinkets, got little rings, little bows, makeup that I need to sort out, obviously. This tray was just from B&M. What else got there? Empty perfume bottle, Diptyque, bit of sage. I love this Sainte candle. They are gorgeous, amazing small independent business. Got another crystal, and what Jo Malone have I got there? Wild Fig and Cassis, yum. Yum, 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 another crystal. This vase, where's my hand? There it is. This vase was a gift from a friend, and it was from Anthropologie, thanks Leonie. So here, what have we got here? This is my favorite candle. If you ever want to get me a present, get me one of these. So here I've just got little kind of like trinkets and bits and bobs. These feature a lot of my background and my pictures because the window's behind me, my lights are behind me, so it worked quite nicely to like light this area. So I love having my BAIES candle lit. This is from Anthropologie. I've got a Labo soap there, which again, that was a gift from a friend, yet to open it. I'm one of those people that's like, oh, I don't never want to open anything because it's too beautiful. Then behind here, this is a Lisa Eldridge lipstick bag. Well, it's not a lipstick bag, it's a makeup bag. This was kindly sent by a follower, Tonya. Thank you so much. It just really special to me having those like little things that just mean so much to you. Queen of Skincare, hello. Hirons, this is a signed copy, people. This is a signed copy. I've got 2. I've got one that I read and the signed copy that I keep kind of pristine. She says with a candle lit on it. Questionable, right? Then I've got Tim Walker, Wonderful Things. This exhibition was insane. If you don't know Tim Walker, check him out. Wacky, bonkers, conceptualist, photographer, all sorts, love it. Picked this up from Luck Vintage as well. This was actually an Avon item, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so that's Luck Vintage. She also posts stuff out as well, so if you follow her Instagram, she's bloody lovely and posts stuff everywhere, bloody everywhere. Then here, another Luck Vintage item. Here, this was such a cool campaign from BAIES, and I couldn't not have it up there, and that's Isamaya French. So she collaborates with them too on the makeup side of things. Everyone needs a pair of fuck off sunglasses. Then I've got some beauty books, Pretty Iconic, Sally Hughes, Vogue Covers Palette, an amazing book specifically talking about black skin in terms of makeup, skincare, hair care, black beauty essentially, by Fumi Fetto. A really good read there if you're into beauty, a good one to have. Loads of Vogues, and I've got a Miles Aldridge book. Then Backstage Fashion, so that's a book that I helped, I featured a bit of work in. What have we got here? More Vogues, and we've got some Rankin books there. Andrew Gallimore, what amazing, I mean all amazing makeup artists, Alex Box and Ayami as well. I'm obsessed with fragrance and scents, so I always have a room spray. Always have a room spray on the go. This is the Neal's Yard Aromatherapy Balancing Room Spray. It's just so yummy. And then I've got an Elemis body one, which should be in the bathroom, but I don't know where it's up. I think I lost the lid and I need to find it still. It's a very small lid that fell on the floor, and then the Sleep Mist by Aromatherapy Active. I think I did a video with them recently, so that's why that's there. And then this was a mini from a box, Aromatherapy Associates, yum yum yum, Vive morning bath. Oh. Then these, some pampas grass, because it's very cute, makes a really nice prop. Just like real chilled vibes in here basically. That was from my friend's garden. Goose feathers were from Luck Vintage. And here I have a little vase from, I need to find a better vase really for these to sit in. Where's that from? Anthropologie. My Sonos speaker, like music is my life, and you'll know I always like have music pumping in the background, but obviously couldn't for this because copyright. And then here I've got my bits ready for mail on Monday. I've covered up my address, don't you worry. Yeah, very exciting one this week, can't wait till it's in there. So this floor had a carpet in originally, and we stripped it back and painted it white. It's a Farrow & Ball floor paint. This is a really old sheepskin number. The walls were just painted a oak standard, cheapy, you know, white, and then the ceiling was also Farrow & Ball black, because that I found was the blackest pigment around that you could get. I also painted my radiator. These 8 drawers are basically beauty bits, they're storage. So in here I've got spares for my makeup kit, my working professional makeup kit. Ooh, a picture of me. This is my skincare one, and like body drawer. They're all organised in various different ways. I mean, they need a good sort out, to be honest. This is a work in progress, basically. A lot of it is stuff from when I used to work to Mac that I couldn't, that I'm emotionally attached to and I cannot get rid of for some reason. So these are like eye bits. I'm not actually going to bore you with these now because they do really need a good organisation. However, I have a very exciting drawer, I believe it's this one, of really old limited edition MAC products. So Antonio Lopez, The Simpsons, what's this one? Zach Posen, like some really, really cool limited edition things. So let me know if you'd like to see a video on that, because I know that's something like a little bit different. But each of these drawers basically has a completely different purpose in kind of what they hold, and depending on what makeup job I'm doing, because I do anything from kind of being a professional makeup artist. I do anything from working with private clients, so whether that's an event, a party, a wedding, a celebrity going to an event, that kind of thing, right through to body painting, to what else do I do? I kind of like forget. Editorial, so really like fun, it might be a real texture story, it might be a real colour story. So they're not things that I use day to day in my makeup kit, but they're all products and items that I need to have for those types of jobs, basically. So it's very exciting. I don't know where to look with the camera. Sorry if I'm like looking like in a random place. I'm like looking at like a dot somewhere on my phone. I'm like, is that it? I hope it is. Let's get back to the room, shall we? Gosh, it's quite lengthy. This is my old OG content creation light. It's a newer one. It was brilliant to start off with. Loved it. This is my wedding veil, just beautifully draped on there. Amy Fung made that for me. Love you, Amy, for that. Peacock chair. This was a charity shop find. My friend saw it in, I think, a Chippenham charity shop, and it was £30. I was like, hey yo, yeah. So going back here, we have this. Both these mirrors are actually from Luck Vintage, both beautiful pieces. I don't know if I'll ever mount them on the walls. I quite like them leant up against. Oh yeah, look at that. There's been a leak. Great. Ugh. Need to repaint that bastard. This one is quite delicate, so I don't know if it can actually go up, but I'm really happy with it leaning against. So I've got a little storage unit here, which is cute. I saw an amazing armoire in her shop, but it sadly sold, so I got this one instead. It's a really sweet piece. It's very nice and thin and velvet lining, so I store a lot of my skincare in there. And then on top I've got hair care bits as well that I kind of rotate, kind of use sort of daily / for videos / in my kit, so it kind of rotates in and out. I need to clean some brushes here. I love this little holder. Let me show you. Come out. How cute is that holder? That is from Anthropologie. Love it. It's so cute. And that little lady was also from my friend's store, Luck Vintage. She's the best. She's the best. This was one of the smaller buckets I collected from B&M. I love it for storage, and it stacks as well. Little lips on the edge. So I think they're just fridge storage thingies. More feathers, some seagrass, some books and stuff. That's a box that I just feel quite emotionally attached to because it's so pretty on the inside. I bloody love it. Is there anything I missed? I'm not sure. So behind the door, that's my kit, basically. So that's my huge, big main kit. If I'm doing quite a big job, I'm doing hair, my Burton, that is what comes with me. And these are bits that all kind of fit inside, but I kind of use them sporadically, so that's why they're out. Here, that's my Zucker. So in there, like brushes live, what else lives in there? Hygiene, spare bits, extra bits I need for a job, but my main kit lies just in that black bag there. Love it. Can't get rid of my Katie Jane Hughes pot, it's too nice. Got a facial steamer, that was from Aldi. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting more storage, like creating some shelves like here, like maybe 2 shelves that I can elevate some of these things so I don't have to like chuck stuff on the floor. It can just be a really good working space. And maybe some shelves here eventually. I want it quite clean, so I want shelves but also kind of cabinets, or maybe I need something here. I don't know. If you've got any suggestions, do let me know. And obviously this wall is all plain. It's quite handy having a plain wall just for filming and stuff, like if you're doing something for a brand and you just need like a total plain background. I mean, maybe one day I could get a roller backgrounds to have in there because that's quite handy to have. But that is it, my dear, wonderful, lovely friends. I hope you enjoyed the tour of my studio. I know a lot of you have been asking this for a long time. I've just shied away from it because I'm like, oh, it's always a constant mess and it's always a working. But you know what? That is the reality of it. Like, what you see is such an edit of what actually goes on. My job is very creative and everything is kind of always chopping and changing with always new stuff coming in. So it can get really overwhelming. And I do need to come up, getting very excited to come up with a better system of kind of really organising everything. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, please drop them below because I would be more than grateful for them. Thank you so much if you have made it this way. I absolutely salute you. And let me know what other videos you'd like to see. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, please join me over there too. I'd love to see you there, and I really appreciate your support and your community. It means the world to me. A lot of daily content goes on there from I don't know, trying some new snacks to trying some new makeup. It can really vary and change, so yeah. And until next time, my wonderful epic friends, thank you so much and have a lovely evening.